Starter hit the lever, runner's dispatch from the 1600 metre marker, and Thanksgiving tucked away from pole position as Baltic Amber takes them along. High Green is right there, but Tierra del Fuego in the blue goes around them, and Thanksgiving is near the rails, racing now about 4 or 5 lengths off the leader. Then Delirious Nomad, Seattle Kid and Legend, the last two. They stretched out 9-10 lengths as they move towards the 1100 metre region. Tierra del Fuego now makes the running by 2. Baltic Amber a second. In third position is High Green. Delirious Nomad's got the orange cap on the outside. The favourite Thanksgiving, that's near the rail, about 6 or 7 lengths off the leader. Further back is Legend, and then comes Seattle Kid. Tierra del Fuego making the running by 3 parts of a length. Baltic Amber is second, then High Green, Delirious Nomad and Legend. Thanksgiving is back second to last near the rail, got about 5 or 6 to go, and then Seattle Kid. Top of the lane, and Tierra del Fuego and Baltic Amber. High Green. Thanksgiving's between the two of them. Delirious Nomad the outside, then Legend. 300 metres to go. Tierra del Fuego, High Green, Baltic Amber. Thanksgiving's now coming on well on the outside. Thanksgiving now comes into the lead, and it's Thanksgiving who now takes it up. Legend on the outside, High Green the inside, but it's Thanksgiving going on. Thanksgiving has won it. High Green second, Legend third, and then perhaps Seattle Kid ran fourth. So number 1, Thanksgiving is victorious. He was foamed up, looked just below his chest there, and Thanksgiving wins it. He's the Dynasty. 190, wins by a length and a quarter. That second place actually got very close. High Green will just get that second position. That's number 4. Then number 2, Legend. Fourth will go to Seattle Kid, and then Baltic Amber, Tierra del Fuego, and then came Delirious Nomad. So the favourite, a big strong son of Dynasty at 190, still under the hand, stick in the left hand. Now Mark gives him a flick or two, and then he just punches him out. And here's Thanksgiving to record his second win from 6 outings. Stick change to the right hand just to keep him gathered, and he wins it. Thanksgiving. This one bred by Gary Player Stud, and they win the running of race 5 until the running of the 6th race, and that is the Christmas handicap. Back to the studio.
Well, the class prevails here in race number 5. It's a C division handicap, but Thanksgiving showing his well-being after that tremendous run in the Dingans, coming through to win under a confident ride from Mark Khan as well. Of course, trainer Duncan Howells knows all about this horse. And Duncan, firstly, after his run in that KZN Guineas trial, where he finished second, you took him up to Dingans, and what are your thoughts? That was a quality field that he went up, and he really showed you that the ability was there after that run.
I knew in the Guineas trial that he'd need the run that day, plus we weren't drawn wide, and we made an incorrect decision racing also around the field on the turn, and he's a much better horse, held up for a run, and he got tired in the race, and he wasn't beaten by a bad horse. It was also quite a tough race, that, and I was pretty confident he'd run in the first 3 in the Dingans.
So back from the Dingans, you mentioned to us his well-being, etc., and really nice to see him come through so well as he's did in this race.
It is, I think a mile on this particular track is a bit sharp for him. He battles to quicken up, he finds his stride, and then he just keeps plugging on at the same pace. So, I think if we go 1,800 metres today, it's a different story. But he's got a bright future, and I really like him. He's a smart horse.
Nice to have your own course as well. It's the first time that I'll get to interview Dave.
Yes, I was sweating a bit there, but it's always nice to have this quality of horse to train. I'd also like to say well done to Gary Player. He's quite upbeat about this horse. It's one of his favourite horses he bred, and he's always on the phone to me when the horse runs, and it's nice to hear that side of the story as well.
Fantastic, Duncan. I wish you all the best to the team, and well done to Gary Player Stud as well. Nice one, Dunks.
Good. Just thanks to Mark, thanks to Dave, and again to winning form.
Okay, let's get Mark Khan in. Of course, Mark Khan, firmly part of the house team now, especially these colours. And that run in the Dingans, I mean, that must have, I know he was beaten, but it seems like he was beaten by the better horse on the day, but that must have given you a lot of pleasure, the way he ran in Gauteng against those type of horses.
Yeah, this is going to be a long interview. I've got a lot of people that want me to say hello.
Okay.
But anyway, his Dingans run was full of merit. I think we got beaten by what I think we've seen, including my horse and Michael de Kock's horse, two of the best young horses we ever run, and probably two of the best horses to follow for the next 2 years going forward. So I really think they're two very serious horses.
Okay, the owner is here on course today. First time I'll get to interview him. You've been riding these colours now for a good few months. Great people to race for.
Yes, I just want to take a little bit of limelight away from Dave. Hello to my family. They're celebrating Boxing Day, which I usually celebrate with them. To my children, Sandy and Cameron. And then I said I will say hello to my nephew, Aaron. How you doing? He was going to blow a kiss at me. Now that that's out of the way, I just want to say it's very nice to have Dave on course. He's a man that really comes to these events, and he's obviously on holiday. And we've got a lot of runners today, but I think the rest is just a bonus. And it's nice to ride for Duncan and Kathy and their team with James and all the grooms, and obviously for Dave and giving me the opportunity. It's very nice. These, I think you could have won on this horse today.
You're that confident. I mean, the way you sat, it was a small field. I know you were traveling comfortably, but the Red Blue Sea opened up when you turned into the straight. I mean, the way you quickened on this horse, it was super impressive.
Yes, Dees. I think we mustn't forget that this is a 3-year-old, and he was carrying 60 and a half.
Correct.
And I did give him a lot of start, but every time I've ridden this horse, I've learned more about him. And he's actually a horse that's got phenomenal acceleration, and I really wasn't worried where I was, because I knew he'd hunt them down in 4 strides, as we did see him do at Turfentine. So I'm just glad Duncan didn't tie me down. I'm getting to know the horses as I ride them more, and it's an absolute pleasure, as Kevin Shea will tell us upstairs, to ride horses of this caliber. It just makes your life very easy.
Anything else left from your side?
We're always trying these. I've got 3 rides left for Duncan and 1 for Komnadu. I'm always a try at these. I'm a good win-place bet.
Nice one, Dan. Congratulations thus far. 2 winners on the board in the same stills. Well played.
Thank you. Very grateful. Thank you.
Lovely. Let's get Dave McLean in. Is he coming to the office? First time I've get the pleasure to meet the gentleman. Dave, pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Interview you for the first time. Firstly, nice having you in town. What brings you to our part of the world? Holiday?
Just down on holiday, yeah.
Okay, and enjoying the sunshine and the lovely weather?
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Okay, how's things going with Duncan? You've been with his stable now for a good few seasons, and you seldom get to attend a meeting with your busy schedule, but really nice to have you on course today, and you've had 2 winners for coming to the track.
Yeah, firstly, thanks to Duncan and Kathy and James back home for putting in all the hard work. And thanks to Mr. Player, who bred the horse. I've been in contact with him, and I know he's watching the horse with a lot of interest. And then to my 2 boys at home, Alan and Michael, this one's for you guys.
Dave, I mean, where does the passion come from? I said when I meet you, that's the first question I'm going to ask you. You know, you got involved in racing in such a big way. You obviously been waiting behind to see when you're going to strike, and you've really supported the game in a big way, which we thank you for. But where does it all come from?
Deep down in the pit of my tummy.
From a young boy, you've been associated with horses?
Correct, yes.
Dad, family?
No, I got into horses. My first horse I bought in 2003.
Yes.
Up with Stephen Moffat up at the Val. And I had some early success with him, and then down with Gavin Smith down in PE.
Yes.
And then I laid off for a few years, and then I got back into it in 2015 and decided to go with Duncan. And I've been very blessed up until now, Dees.
You'll be the first to mention there's highs and lows in the game, but this horse seems to have put you on a high.
You're right. There's more lows than high. But so far, we're enjoying it, and we'll enjoy the ride.
Well, pleasure meeting you, Dave, to yourself and your family. Firstly, we thank you for your support, your investment in the game, and all the best to this fellow, and all the best to him.
Thank you very much, Dees. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Lovely. That's Dave McLean. First time I get to meet the young gentleman. As he says, it comes from here. If you got it, you'll love it for the rest of your life. And Thanksgiving and giving him a lot of joy this afternoon. So did Cold Out Cash earlier on today. 1, 4, 2, and 6. That's a provisional result. race 5.